Good evening, YouTube. Let's try this one more time. This is the dashboard, checking in with my weekend plans and a little update and some car news. We got some interesting updates in the car world. Anyway, I've got one huge car show this weekend. It is the Rumble at the Ranch 2, the second annual Rumble at the Ranch at the Motocross Park WW Ranch in Jacksonville, Florida. Um, if you're going to be in the area and you're looking for something to do, there's going to be rat rods. There's going to be a pinup girl contest. There's going to be a burnout contest. Uh, it's going to be. They're going to make a day of it. So, you know, if you are looking for something to do, you like cars, you like old cars, you like imaginative cars. Come on out to the WW Motocross Park and see some rat rods and other cars and just enjoy being outside. I'm going to be there. I'm going to try to be there all day. I'm going to try to do a live stream from there, but I can't guarantee that I'll be able to do it because last time I was out there, the network sucked. You couldn't hardly check Facebook out there. So I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to do a live stream from out there, but I'm going to take a lot of video. I'm going to do videos on it. I'll do a summary stream on Tuesday. So there's that. I went to a mini version of this event in December, just sort of a practice warm up event. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, there's nothing out there to disturb you. There's nobody nearby to complain about people doing burnouts and revving up engines and all that stuff. So, it's just a cool, uh, old school type event. It's out in the field. Nobody's around. It's not like most car shows nowadays where you go to a parking lot and you just park and you're sitting there on asphalt hot all day. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to move into some of the car news. Well, no, nope, nope. I take that back. Before I go into the car news, my other weekend plans, I'm going to have a full day on Saturday. I'm going to tell you. Because after being at Rumble at the Ranch, I have a Jacksonville Iceman hockey game. They made it to the second round of the playoffs. Game one of round two is Saturday night. It's at 7 o'clock at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. I'm going to be there. I'm going to probably be tired. But it's going to be worth it because they're playing their arch rival, the Florida Everblades, for the South Division Championship. They played this team last season for this championship, and things did not go well. Let's just put it that way. We got swept 4-0 in that playoff series last season. So we want a little revenge this year. We want to at least make it competitive and maybe even win it. And then on Sunday I'm back at it at the hockey game. ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena, 5 o'clock in the afternoon puck drop. Game two. So things aren't going to be posted as quickly after this Rumble at the Ranch event as I would like because, well, other events get in the way. But I will do my best to get it uploaded as quickly as possible next week. Anyway, on to car news. Um, ran across a couple of good articles this week that just kind of struck my fancy. and this is the first one. It's from Car and Driver. It's about the Mustang Mach-E. They're going to make it cost less and get a little more range out of it. I don't know what this new lithium ion phosphate battery is, but anything that improves the range of these EVs is a good thing. I still, as a Mustang guy, I can't call this a Mustang. It's not a Mustang. It's a I don't know what to call it. They want to call it a crossover thing, and they want to slap a Mustang badge on it to sell it. Mustang people don't like that. Oh, so they're upping it to 250-mile range right here, which is which is good. Oh, and they're going to drop the price. Although the next one of the next articles I'm going to talk about, it really ain't going to make a big difference of them dropping the start price $3,000 or $4,000. Oh, they're going to build a factory in Michigan to build the batteries for Mustang Mach-E's. It'll be looks to be up and running in 2026, but they're building the same Chinese batteries. Hmm. Well, at least they're making them here. That does remove one link in the chain of getting the batteries to be more environmentally friendly, I guess. Sort of. Now, this one here, I don't buy it. Ford estimates that standard range Mach-E's will take just 33 minutes to go from 10% to 80% charge on a DC fast charger. Mm. The thing that always bothers me about that charging them at home is what does it do to your electric bill? I mean, I'm honestly asking. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious because electricity costs more than gasoline. At least it does in some areas. So, how are you saving money? Oh, and that new Blue Cruise thing they're adding to the Mach-E. Says here Ford's hand-free driving system. Customers receive a 90-day free trial. See, this right here, this is the stuff that drives me nuts about these new cars. They add features and they advertise them, but they don't tell you that it's a subscription-based product. I mean, I thought it was just incorporated into the vehicle, and you didn't have to pay for it, like like satellite radio or satellite radio you had to pay for, so that's not really good. Uh, like lane keep on some of these new cars that steers the car back into the lane or vibrates your seat or whatever. Those are built into the car. You don't have to pay for those. I mean, you do, but you don't have to pay a monthly subscription for it. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. That's the stuff that drives me nuts about these new cars. And on that note, I have a meme for this. Friendly reminder: you can't turn off gas remotely. That's why they want you to go electric. I cannot confirm whether or not Kevin Sorbo said this or not, but it still strikes a chord. Anyway, on to some other Mustang news. Away from the Mach E. So, the 2024 Mustangs are getting slapped with the EPA gas guzzler tax. The GT is going to be 44,090, and the Dark Horse Premium is going to be 6895, which is an increase of $1,000 and $1,300. So this is going to cost you $1,300 extra base price, which I hate to break it to people, $1,300 ain't gonna mean nothing when you're paying a market adjustment just to get the doggone thing. There's an article about that here in a second. I'm gonna talk about. So I'm gonna hold that thought. So it's going to be more than what they originally projected when they released information about the 2024 Mustang. And I know a lot of people want to talk about how it looks like a Camaro. And I'll admit, yeah, it does look like a Camaro. But guess what? What's not going to be released in 2024? No Camaros. So all them Camaro engineers had to go somewhere. I guess Ford hired them. Yeah, it doesn't really talk about why the the Coyote V8 is slapped with the gas guzzler tax. It just says applies to vehicles that don't meet federal fuel economy standards, which yeah, I guess they did reevaluate the fuel standards recently. There was one thing in this article I gotta find it. Oh, here we go. Here it is. It says the Mustang Dark Horse, which features an enhanced version of the Coyote V8 and makes 500 horsepower, versus the GT making 480 to 486 horsepower. Now, that Dark Horse Mustang is going to cost you 64,860. And it says here previously in the article that the GT Coupe is going to cost 44,090. You realize, and I'm like, this one's got me. This caught me as funny. They're charging you $20,000 extra for 20 horsepower. I don't really see that as a good bargain. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that article was from Car and Driver. So don't get mad at me, Car and Driver. I did remember to say it came from your website. Whoops, that's not the right article. There we go. Road and Track. Dealer markups are BS. The tagline says, enthusiasts still can't buy desirable cars without 5-digit markups lumped in. We deserve better, people. We deserve so much better. It says we need an equitable vehicle allocation and manufacturer transparency before the grift burns it all down. I'm going to tell you, If I walk into a dealership and they tell me they're charging me $30,000 extra over the MSRP of that vehicle, guess what? I'm walking out the door. I don't have to have it that bad. Yeah, this starts out talking about the Toyota releasing teasers for the next generation Tacoma, and people just kind of being, meh, who cares? We can't afford the new Tacomas anyway. With some of the comments on the release. Yeah, the article says to anyone who's shopped for a car lately, this really isn't news about market adjustments, and it's on everything from Toyota Tacomas to Kia Tellurides, Mustangs, Camaros, whatever you name it. They're charging a dealer markup on it or market adjustment. Sorry. If you and it says if you want any car today, you're paying thousands in markup just for the privilege. I hate it when they talk like that. Privilege of buying that car, or you're not going to get the car you want. Period. You know what? It's a car. If you got one that runs and drives, you don't need that new car. I'm gonna tell you, my vehicles, they're all paid for. I don't owe a single car payment. My truck is 10 years old. I got 11-year-old, a 9-year-old SUV. Yeah, the dashboard is 10 years old, and it is paid for. I didn't customize it till it was paid for either. I have the attitude of when I buy a car, I'm going to keep that car. I got a 2002 Mustang. I had somebody tell me I needed to sell it the other day. I told him, I said, you can go to hell. It's paid for. It ain't costing me any money. It ain't worth what. I take that back. It is worth a little bit. But finding somebody to pay me what I want for it ain't going to happen. Anyway, back to the article. The dealers want to point out that these adjustments are simply to bridge the gap between supply and demand. I'm gonna call BS on that right there because they have ramped up and got production back up to pre-COVID levels because they want to say COVID and all the logistical apocalypses, logistical nightmare that happened after COVID is the reason why these market adjustments have become necessary. Yeah, okay, maybe in 2021 when cars were scarce because everything was shut down. 2022 first half, yeah, okay. But they're back up to full production now. They're just not producing as many so that they can do this. And then this is a cautionary tale. It says a reader emailed them to complain that he'd searched high and low for a Mustang Mach-E, and the nearby dealers were insisting on a $6,000 markup for any of the Mach-E's they had on the lot. And this reader was like me. I'm not going to pay any kind of markup on a car. It said the reader complained to Ford customer service about them gouging the price of these highly desirable Mustang Mach-E's. I use air quotes, highly desirable. You can't see it, but I'm using air quotes. Anyway, he complained to Ford customer service and was informed that he could order the Mustang Mach-E directly from Ford and have it delivered to a dealer. And it says he had it delivered to a dealer 90 minutes away from him after waiting for 6 months to get it. when he arrived at the dealer tacked on $3,000 in a non-negotiable insurance package that was not part of the original build or contract that he signed to get the car. You know, I hope he turns around and sues over breach of contract. Sues the dealer. Because I don't think that's on Ford. I think that's on the dealer. There was something else in this article I wanted to talk about. I got to get to it. Oh, yeah, here it goes. It says, more than just a problem for individual buyers, data suggests this gouging contributed to our economy's overall inflation. Okay, maybe. That's a little over my head as to how that worked. But anyway, it says, so while dealers enjoyed record profits last year at more than triple of pre-pandemic levels, tripled their profits. That's obscene. Americans are hurting. And people that needed a new vehicle and were forced to pony up that extra market adjustment at the dealer, that's wrong. But then it goes on to say, it goes on to ask how much of that cash boom trickled down to the techs, service coordinators, and lot detailers who keep the dealership humming from the ground floor. They talked to several people they knew. Zero. None of it. It's going right into the dealer owner, the owner of the dealerships, or whoever, whatever group owns the dealership's pocket. They're laughing all the way to the bank at people that are stupid enough to pay the market adjustment, or that are forced to pay the market adjustment. Whichever way you want to look at it, stupid or forced. You know, I heard something about Ford was gonna start working a different model with their company. I remember hearing about it. I just don't remember what they were doing. But you know, they really need to start punishing these dealers that are doing this to people. Take away their special allotments or whatever when they, you know, whatever they however they get the special models, they need to take away their ability to do that. That'll start hurting them. Well, anyway, that was the car news that was this week. Uh, if you couldn't see the article, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm learning how to use the streaming software as I go. Um, I just learned how to put articles in my streams, so I'm working on it. I promise you, I'm working on it. Uh, you know, if you're enjoying me talking about this content, if you're enjoying me going out to car shows and taking video and putting that on the internet, uh, drop me a like, subscribe, comment. You know, just say something. I mean, anything helps with the algorithm on YouTube because I'm a small channel. I'm a one-man operation. I need your help to get going further and get to doing better on this channel. So yeah, like I say, if you enjoy the car show videos, if you enjoy the dash cam videos, if you enjoy these live streams that I've started doing, comment on them, like them, share them around to your friends, share them on Facebook, share them on wherever you can share them. Uh, anyway, that's all for today. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a live stream tomorrow from Rumble at the Ranch. I don't know that that's going to happen because I don't know what the internet situation is out there. It was not very good the last time I was out there, so I can't promise that I'll make it, but I will try. Um, but anyway, I'll be back on live stream. If not tomorrow, definitely on Tuesday, and I'll be posting videos as soon as I can get them edited after the car show. Because, like I said, I got a hockey game after the car show and then a hockey game on Sunday. So I don't know that I'll get much editing done on those days, but I will be working hard on it on Monday. So enjoy your weekend.